What's going on, guys? This weekend we have UFC 316, and we're going to be going through the card. We're going to start off here at the prelims. Chaos Williams versus Andreas Gustafsson. For this one, I'm going to go with Chaos Williams. I think this is a pretty obvious pick. Chaos Williams is actually a pretty good fighter. He lost to one of the Bonfirm brothers. Which one was this? Gabriel Bonfirm? Yes, Gabriel Bonfirm, who's fighting Wonderboy Thompson now. So, interesting. But yeah, I'm going with Chaos Williams. Oh, jeez. In our first prelim. Now, Sergey Spivak versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Now, Waldo Cortez Acosta, he's a pretty hated heavyweight overall. I mean, after beating Arlovsky, he beat Arlovsky, and then he fraud checked. Who was the guy that he fraud checked again? The really Rebellis to Spain. Gosh, forgot about him because he's the UFC now. What a failed prospect. But yeah, I'm gonna go Sergey Spivak in this fight, though. I feel like a lot of people underrate Spivak. I mean, yes, he is a fat heavyweight, but he's not morbidly obese. Okay, he's just slightly fat. And he's pretty good, pretty well-rounded. His issue is his speed. He's a lot slower than the top dogs, but I definitely think he's going to be more mobile and more harder to hit than Waldo Cortez Acosta. Next up, Azamat Murzakanov versus Brendan Roberto. I like Azamat Murzakanov, and I'm going to pick him to win this fight. I'm going to pick him to win by finish. Moving on, we have Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van. Wow, Van is a huge favorite in this fight, and I'm going to pick him to win it. Bruno Silva had a fantastic fight with Manel Kape, but he got finished, I believe. Let's see. Yep, he got finished against Manel Kape. But yeah, Joshua Van, I really just think is the future of this division. He's active, he's young, and I just think he's going to go all the way to the top. So Joshua Van is my pick here. Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. It seems like as of recently, Vicente Luque has been like a win one, lose one type of fighter. His last fight out was against Themba Garumbo, and before that, was it Buckley? Was it Buckley before that? Garumbo, let's view his fight history. Yes, Buckley, he lost to, that was a bad look. Luque versus Dos Santos, that's right. It's not that the loss to Buckley was a bad look. It's the way he lost, where he barely got hit and kind of just covered up and shelled up. That's nothing you want to see from a high-level fighter. Kevin Holland, one of the most frustrating fighters to watch, but I am going to pick him to win this fight. I feel like if you are athletic and you have finishing potential, you're probably going to beat Vicente Luque. Moving on, Mario Batista versus Patchy Mix. I like Patchy Mix in his debut here, and now, yes, I am rooting for Mario Batista's downfall, but Patchy Mix is one of those guys outside the UFC who I've really been looking at for a while as a guy who could come into the UFC and do some serious damage. Out of all the PFL Bellator guys, I was like, oh, this is the one. This is the one. Watch out, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to go Patchy Mix in this one. Again, speaking of finishing potential, I think that's going to be the difference in the next fight. Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. Gastelum moving back up to middleweight, it seems. I guess, he's given up on 170 pounds. His last fight was against D-Rod. I know he missed weight for that fight. And before that was Sean Brady, where he got finished. So, yeah. Kevin Gastelum, I like him a lot, but yeah, I'm going to go with the younger, surging fighter, Joe Pyfer. Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. I mean, this is pretty cut and dry. Kayla Harrison is built like a man. She's going to absolutely ragdoll Juliana Pena, and I think she's going to finish her. And that's all the breakdown you really need on that one. In the main event, Merab Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley. I'll tell you what, so smart money, obviously Merab, okay? Merab is probably going to win this fight, but I've been seeing a lot of people really underrate Sean's chances in this fight. I think it's a lot closer than even the odds suggest. I would not have Merab as a minus 325 favorite. I think O'Malley is a very live dog here. Their first fight was very close. Merab won 3-2. He won rounds 2, 1 and 4, and O'Malley won 3 and 5. So even going the distance, O'Malley was able to hold up, and you got to be careful with his hands. I think O'Malley, the way he has to fight this fight is he has to press forward, and he can't be afraid of being taken down. Otherwise, Merab will kind of just, bounce around on the outside, shoot his takedowns when he sees the openings, and probably take this to one of the scorecards. So I'm going to go Merab by decision, which is probably what's going to happen. But I think with the right adjustments, O'Malley is a real live dog. So if you're placing up like an underdog parlay, I would definitely include O'Malley in that. So yeah, that's the card, UFC 316 this weekend. Like I said, I hope we get an O'Malley upset. That would be nice. Bring some exciting striking back to the bantamweight division. We'll see, though, how this plays out. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'll see you guys around. Take it easy.